Hi everyone, today, we're going to take a look at the 5 best speakers for house parties on the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our 5 best picks, then we'll talk about what you should look for before buying a best speakers for house parties. You can find timestamps and links to all the products we mention in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. If you're looking for a speaker to use at your next party, it's important to have a speaker that can get loud enough to fill large, crowded spaces. Speakers designed for parties are often large and heavy since they tend to reproduce deeper and thumpier low basses than smaller speakers. They also often come with RGB lights and inputs to connect external microphones and instruments to them. If you're looking for the best Bluetooth speaker for outdoor parties, being battery-powered is a must, so you're not limited by power outlets when placing it. It's also good if it has an IP rating for water resistance to survive splashes and light rain. We've tested over 100 speakers, and below are our recommendations for the best speakers that we've tested to use at parties. See also our recommendations for the best Bluetooth speakers, the best Bluetooth speakers for bass, and the loudest Bluetooth speakers. 1. Polk Audio T15 Speaker. These speakers are a great budget pick. You can get home theater sound for next to nothing. This version is a pared-down version of the brand's high-end speakers, which are unrivaled on the market. The small speakers include one 0.75-inch silk dome tweeter, a 5.25-inch composite driver, and a performance-tuned front-firing bass port. This brings you bright and sharp sound. The inner workings of the speakers are encased in an acoustically designed MDF cabinet, dampening resonance and distortion to give you the best audio sound possible. Using these speakers is very easy, no matter who you are. When you're not playing music, you can use them as subwoofers for your home theater or even just your plain old television. While these are surprisingly high quality for the price, don't expect them to perform at the level that a $500 pair of speakers will. Doing so will only set you up for disappointment. However, if you're on a budget and just want a speaker that will do the trick, this is worth your money. Certainly more impressive than opting for a nice wood grain texture is the fact that the Polk Audio T15 packs some rather remarkable hardware for its price. This is what truly separates it from the rest of the riffraff that you can find at this price range. Instead of including only the bare minimum, the folk at Polk went the extra mile to ensure the T15 is a genuinely impressive, affordable offering. We find the design to be rather gorgeous for such an inexpensive model, and the specs inside it have aged really well. So if the T15 tickles your fancy, we suggest buying it sooner rather than later, as we can easily see the model getting discontinued in the near future, although waiting for the next sale to get them at a hefty discount certainly won't hurt. 2. Samsung HWT450 Speaker. Samsung's HWT450 solves the problem of upgrading your TV's audio system if you don't have much space. The slim sound bar can fit comfortably under your TV, whether it's on an entertainment center or wall-mounted. It comes bundled with a wireless subwoofer, which can deliver additional bass and be placed anywhere. Sound bars have become very popular, but the HWT450 stands out because of Samsung's smart sound technology. This allows the soundbar to switch between different modes: music, movie, sports, gaming, based on what you're watching. The soundbar analyzes this on its own, so you don't have to think about it. It also supports Bluetooth, so you can stream music to the HWT450 from your phone, tablet, or computer when you're not watching TV. This multifunctionality is important if you're trying to optimize your space. One thing the HWT450 doesn't do is play audio in true surround sound. This is a 2.1, 2 speakers plus a subwoofer, TV speaker system. This concession makes sense if you don't have much room in your living room, but it's something to be aware of. If you're done dealing with subpar sound from your new TV speakers, Samsung's HWT450 is an excellent space-saving solution. 3. Yamaha YHT4950U Speaker. The Vizio SB46514F6 may have a name ripped from the very worst of the Transformers films, but it's actually surprisingly helpful once you know what to look for. The name tells you exactly how many speakers are in the system. In this case, it's a soundbar, SB, that is 46-inch long and is a 5.1.4 system, that is, a system with 5 surround speakers, 1 subwoofer, and 4 height speakers. We confess, we have no idea what the F6 stands for. The SB46514F6 is a $999 soundbar system and remains one of the most affordable ways to get Dolby Atmos home theater sound in your living room. This model also sees frequent discounts online. We'll talk about the Dolby Atmos sound below, but for now, let's break down the overall audio quality and what you can expect from the SB46514F6. The SB46514F6 has some of the best overall sound quality of any soundbar we've ever tested. Initially, it felt a little rough around the edges, especially with music or movies that demanded a bit of subtlety. However, once we'd listened to the system for a few hours, we realized that what we initially interpreted as rough and ready was more of an exuberance. This is a soundbar system that lives for excitement, injecting any audio we put through it with a life and bounce that we found addictive. Many soundbars in this price category tend to present relatively neutral, balanced sound. A good example would be the Samsung HWN950, which is a 7.1.4 system that retails for upwards of $1,300 and presents a restrained audio picture. We never once felt restrained with the SB46514F6. 4. Klipschar 15 PM speaker. This Bluetooth-enabled dual-powered monitor set has won our editor's rating, and it's pretty obvious why. While it doesn't come with a super budget-friendly price tag, it does come with unmet reliability. Your room will be filled to the brim with sound, which is surprising considering these speakers are just a touch taller and wider than a standard piece of paper, and are only 7 inches deep. The built-in amplifier that these speakers feature is custom-engineered to make them high-performance in a smaller package. If you're someone who's looking for a reliable product that's easy to use for the typical user, this is for you. While it's not the cheapest product on the market, it's definitely not the most expensive, putting it at the middle of the road in terms of pricing. Like we mentioned before, a little splurging on speakers can be good. What's even better, you can say goodbye to an old-fashioned A/V receiver with these speakers. That's right, the Bluetooth technology makes connecting to these speakers a breeze. The speakers also have analog RCA, digital optical, and USB inputs, making it very user-friendly. In addition to pairing your vinyl playing device to these speakers, you can also pair the speakers to additional subwoofers, meaning that you can get multiple room sounds just by pairing multiple speakers. If you're someone who likes to entertain, this is a huge selling point. As you can see, this pick ticks all the boxes for someone who's looking for an all-around solid set of speakers. You can't go wrong with this pick. 5. Vizio SB46514F6 speaker. Yamaha's YHT4950U is a bundle that includes 5 speakers, a subwoofer, and an S/V receiver. It's a full multi-channel surround sound system in one package. The benefit to getting a system like this is that it's balanced, each component is designed to sound great with one another. This is a great if you want a 5.1 speaker system for your TV, but don't want to worry about which components to get. Yamaha did all the work for you. One thing to consider is that you'll need enough space to accommodate a surround sound system, which requires you to place each speaker in different corners of your room. If this isn't an issue, and you watch a lot of movies or play a lot of games, this surround sound system is the best TV speaker solution for you. That's especially true because Yamaha's receiver can work with any speakers, so if you feel like upgrading your TV speaker setup down the road, you won't have to replace your amplifier. It's a small feature that may turn out to be a big deal later on. If you've never had a surround sound system hooked up to your TV before, Yamaha's YHT4950U will make a difference every time you watch something. This soundbar has a 5.1.4 speaker configuration and supports Atmos, which results in an immersive listening experience with Atmos movies. Its stereo audio reproduction is pretty accurate as well, and most people will be satisfied with how loud it can get. However, there are some pumping and compression artifacts at max volume. Overall, the bar is very versatile and has a lot of connection options, but the satellite speakers aren't wireless like some other setups and need to be wired to the subwoofer.